Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, children. Today we are going to continue with again electrostatic potential energy. Today I am going to discuss what is the electrostatic potential energy of a dipole which is kept in a uniform electric field. Now, you know what is a dipole. I'll just once again recall what is a dipole. Dipole is nothing but a system of two equal and opposite charges separated by a distance 2a. Now look at this diagram, children. Here is a dipole. Now this is minus q and this is plus q, and the distance of separation between these two equal and opposite charges is 2a. Now I have kept this dipole in a uniform electric field. The red color lines, parallel lines, represent uniform electric field. As you all know, in electric field, when we were learning about electric field, now we studied that whenever you keep a dipole in a uniform electric field, now here the dipole is kept in such a way that it makes an angle theta with the electric field. Now what happens when you keep a dipole in an electric field with an inclination of theta degree? So we learned that now this dipole along this side, it will experience a force. Now here it is plus q and the direction of electric field is like in this direction. So the charge plus q will experience a force which is equal to q into the electric field. Similarly, and the force will be along this direction, that is along the direction of electric field. Now similarly here also, now this minus q charge will experience a force. Now this will be opposite to the direction of electric field. So one force is acting in this direction, the other force is acting in this direction. So there exists a torque. Torque, or nothing but you call it as a turning effect of a dipole. So this dipole, when kept in a uniform electric field, will experience a torque given by tau equal to Pe sin theta, or in terms of vector when you write, it is P vector cross E vector. Hope you remember this topic. Is it clear, children? I just recalled what we learnt previously. So the torque is nothing but turning effect of a body when the body is turning. Now suppose if this is going to be a dipole, now this dipole along this plus q, it experiences a charge in this side, minus q will experience a charge. So this is the turning effect of a body. Look at this posture. So the dipole in a uniform electric field will experience a turning effect whose value is given as P vector cross E vector. Okay. Now today's topic is what will be the potential energy of a dipole in a uniform electric field. So I am going to consider again the same representation. I have kept a dipole here. Now there is a uniform electric field. Now as you all know, when you keep a dipole in a uniform electric field, as soon as you keep a dipole, it will experience a force tau equal to Pe sin theta. Okay. Now just I am going to reframe this diagram, children. Let me draw a small diagram here. Now again here are set of electric field lines. Try to understand, follow the concept clearly. Now the dipole is in this direction. Now let this be theta. Now here it is plus q. Here it is minus q. And the distance of separation between them is 2a. Okay. Now, this dipole will have a turning effect like this. This will start moving this side and this will start moving this side. Yes or no? This is called as turning effect, which is tau. Now, what am I going to do? Now this turning effect of a dipole will try to align the dipole in the direction of electric field. Now look at me once again. Now if this scale is going to be the turning effect of a body, now when the body keeps on rotating, after some time it will try to align itself in the direction of electric field. Yes or no? But now what I am going to do is, I am going to rotate the dipole. Let me just draw again the position of a dipole like this. Okay, let me see the angle here. Now let this be theta dash. Let this be the position of the dipole. Let theta dash be the original position of the dipole. Now what I am going to do is, I am going to make the theta dash to theta, in the sense I am going to rotate the dipole. Once again I will draw the diagram here. It's again a uniform electric field. Let me extend this line for some more. Now again a dipole is here. Now this will experience a torque tau. Now what I am going to do is, from this position theta dash to theta, I am going to rotate the dipole, this time in the opposite direction. Yes or no? You understood now? Now what will happen? Okay, this is the question. This is our topic. Now what am I going to do? I am going to rotate the dipole from its initial angle. Now let theta dash be the initial angle of the dipole. Okay ma? Initial angle of the dipole, and theta be the final angle. So I am going to rotate the dipole from theta dash to theta, in the sense I am going to rotate it in the opposite direction. Okay, so what I am going to do? If I wanted to rotate, now like how we saw potential difference and electrostatic potential. Potential difference between 2 points is the amount of work done to bring a unit positive charge from one point to another against the electric force of repulsion. Now what I am going to do? Already there is a torque existing in the dipole, which is equal to P sin theta, which is the turning effect. Now what am I going to do? I am going to do a work to move the dipole in the electric field in the opposite direction of the torque. Okay, so what should I do for that? I should do some work. So to rotate the dipole from its initial angle theta dash to the final angle theta, and this is done against the torque exerted by the electric field, I need to give an equal and opposite external torque. Okay, so now I am going to find out what is the work done by the external torque to rotate the dipole from angle theta dash to theta. So let me write the formula for work done as W is equal to, now I am going to integrate. The limit that I am going to give is theta dash to theta, because I am going to move the dipole from the initial angle theta dash to the final angle theta. Now work done formula, of course it is force into distance. Now what is the force here? It is the tau due to the external field, and what is the smaller angle? It is d theta. So this is the equation. Are you getting the equation now? The formula for work is force into distance. Now since it is a rotational effect, instead of force we'll say it as tau. So tau into the distance moved is d theta. That is theta dash to theta. Let the distance be very small. So it is taken as d theta. Okay. Now this tau external, what is the formula for tau? As you all know, tau E is equal to P vector cross E vector. Okay. So the external force that is given, that is tau external equal to tau due to the electric field equal to, again I will have the mod value of P vector cross E vector. So I am going to take the magnitude. So what is the work done formula now? I am going to substitute for tau as W is equal to integral T dash to T. Now what is the value I am going to substitute here? I am going to substitute P E sine theta, because it is going to potential as such, it is a scalar quantity. So it is P E sine theta d theta. So work done is nothing but energy is nothing but potential. So it is P E sine theta d theta. Now I am going to integrate. Now here P and E are constant. So I am going to remove it out. So when I integrate, so what is W? W will be PE, let it be outside. Now integral sine theta. Integral sine theta is, what is integral sine theta? It is minus cos theta with the limit theta to theta dash. Clear? Now when I substitute upper limit minus lower limit, I will have the equation W is equal to PE. What is the upper limit? Upper limit is minus cos theta minus of minus cos theta dash, which is the lower limit. So I have, let me draw a line here. So work done will be W is equal to PE. Now for here it is minus into minus, it becomes plus. So I will write PE cos theta dash minus cos theta. Is it clear? So this equation is there in your textbook. So work done equal to PE cos theta dash minus cos theta. Now this work done is nothing but potential difference. Now that we have already seen in the previous topics, we defined work done is nothing but potential difference. Now here I am moving the dipole with respect to 2 points theta dash and theta. So it is between two different angles, which is nothing but you call it as potential difference. So work done is equal to the potential difference between the angular positions theta and theta dash. Is it clear, children? So work done is nothing but energy. So I can write it as U energy, right? So U of theta minus U of theta dash is equal to, it is nothing but del U. Del U is the difference in potential, where I will have the equation as minus PE cos theta plus, here I will write PE cos theta dash. Okay. So this is the equation about the potential or potential difference between two angles. Okay. Now we are going to go inside some more very important points we are going to learn about this. Now as I told you, del U is nothing but minus PE cos theta plus PE cos theta dash, which is nothing but the difference in potential. Now I am going to substitute the values for thetas here. As I told you, theta dash be the initial angle and theta be the final angle. Now I am going to take the value of initial angle to be 90 degree. So if I am going to substitute, let me write once again here, theta dash is equal to 90 degree. Then I have the value of del U to be, now if it is going to be 90 degree here, cos 90 will be equal to 0. So this entire term will not be there. I simply have del u is equal to minus Pe cos theta. Okay, ma? Are you able to understand? So this is nothing but the potential energy that is stored in the dipole, which is kept in a uniform electric field. So del u or u is equal to minus Pe cos theta, or simply I can write it as u is equal to P dot E. Is it clear? Are you able to understand? So this potential energy not only depends on P and E but also depend on the value of theta. Okay. Now I am going to discuss three important points. So what are the three important points? Again I will write this equation here. Just write this equation, u is equal to minus Pe cos theta. I am going to take various values for theta. Okay, I am going to say when the potential energy will be maximum, when the potential energy will be minimum, when the potential energy will be zero, right? So first let us take when the potential energy is maximum. So when can you say that the energy is maximum? Can anybody make any guess here? Now what should be the angle of theta? So that I will have the value of u to be plus Pe. Okay. So when the value of theta is, case 1 I will write number 1, when theta takes the value of 180 degree. 180 degree in the sense, come back to this diagram. Now what should be the angle of E vector and P vector? Now as I told you, when I give an external torque, that external torque will do a work to make the dipole rotate in this direction, opposite direction. Look at the cursor moving, should be in this direction. In that case, what happens to the dipole? Instead of AB, the dipole will try to align in this direction. So in that direction, what will be the angle between E vector and P vector? It will be 180. That is, E vector will be in this direction. The dipole will align in this direction. That is, here I have Q. This will be Q and this will be minus Q. Okay, so direction of the dipole. So angle between them, it will be 180 degree. So I have, when I substitute here, I have cos 180 which is minus 1. So here u will be plus Pe. Then u will be minus Pe when theta takes the value of 0 degree. Okay, 0 degree sense, in the sense E vector and P vector are aligned in the same direction. Okay, parallel to each other. In that case, theta becomes 0. When theta becomes 0, u will be plus Pe. Now, when the potential is 0, now tell me. Now, the potential will be 0 when the dipole is arranged exactly perpendicular to the electric field. That is, when theta takes the value 90 degree. Third case is when theta takes the value 90 degree, u will be equal to 0. So these are the three cases. First case is theta 180, u will become, u is minus Pe cos theta, u becomes plus Pe when theta is 180. Then when theta is equal to 0, then u will be minus Pe, that is potential energy will be minimum. Then when theta is equal to 90 degree, potential energy will be 0. So pi in your textbook, instead of 180, they would have given as pi. Okay. So this is about electrostatic potential energy when a dipole is kept in a uniform electric field. Okay. Now there is a problem based on this formula. Now the problem goes like this. A water molecule has an electric dipole moment of 6.3 into 10 power minus 30 coulomb meter. So dipole moment is P. So P value is 6.3 into 10 power minus 30 coulomb meter. A sample contains 10 power 22 water molecules with all the dipole moments aligned parallel to the external electric field of magnitude E is 3 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per coulomb. How much work is required to rotate all the water molecules from theta 0 degree to 90 degree? So what is the work done? I should find out. So work done is nothing but change in potential difference, which is equal to simple U of 90 degree minus U of 0 degree. Am I right? Because the value is given, how much work is required to rotate all the water molecules from 0 degree to 90 degree. Now write the equation. U is equal to minus P into E cos theta. Okay. Now we calculate the work done. We have to calculate the work done to rotate one water molecule. First we will find out actually how many number of water molecules are there. There are 10 power 22 water molecules. So first we will find out for one water molecule, then you multiply to get the value for 10 power 22 molecules. So for one water molecule, what is the work done, children? So W is equal to minus PE cos 90 plus PE cos 0. Okay. So you have this term to be 0 because cos 90 is 0. So cos 0 is 1. So I have PE left, which is the work done. Okay. Now I have the value for dipole moment and electric field. So let me calculate the work done for one water molecule by substituting the value. What is the dipole value? Dipole moment value is 6.3 into 10 power minus 30 into what is the electric field? 3 into 10 power 5. So when you multiply, you will have 18.9 into 10 power minus 25 joule. Now this is the work done for one water molecule. So how many water molecules are there? So work done for, I will write here, work done for 10 power 22 molecules, which is the total work done. So what should I do? I multiply this, that is total work done. So I multiply 18.9 into 10 power minus 25 into 10 power 22. So when you simplify, I have the total work done to be 18.9 into 10 power minus 3 joule. So this is the answer. Clear, children? Are able to understand? Yes. Now till this it's a topic. Now I'm just refreshing whatever I have done. We started with electrostatic potential. From electrostatic potential to electrostatic potential energy of a dipole, it's a combined topic where everyone is dependent on each other. So first we started with what is electrostatic potential. Then we were defining about potential difference between 2 points. Then we defined about what is electrostatic potential at a point. Two definitions. One is potential difference between 2 points. Then what is electrostatic potential? Then we learnt about electric potential due to a point charge, then electric potential due to a dipole, then torque experienced by a dipole when kept in a electric field. Then we were discussing about electrostatic potential energy due to a system of charges, which we discussed yesterday. And finally, we discussed about electrostatic potential energy of a dipole. So all these topics, whatever I was telling, all are interrelated. This is one full topic, right? So I want you to go through from electrostatic potential complete till electrostatic potential energy of a dipole. Tomorrow we are going on to a very important topic, Gauss law. But before going to that Gauss law, I will be defining you about what is called as electric flux. Again, it's a very important and interesting chapter. But before going on to that, please revise all these things and be thorough with whatever concepts has been discussed, children. Okay, ma? So please go through and work out whatever example sums I have worked out, and please be ready for tomorrow's class. See you, children.